the after beat effect that sounds very good from a rhythm standpoint. Lesson 44 from the green instruction course here. We're getting towards the end of the course, and he's trusting us with little bits of information that we can apply to all of our playing. So this one focuses on the backbeat, really. He calls it the afterbeat, which goes to say that the backbeat wasn't so popular at that time. It was developing. We have Journey of Syncopation from the 1890s, where it's a strict ragtime oompa bass line accompanied by some dotted figures, meaning a dotted eighth, let's say, over wahaha, and then we get into the more dotted eighth, 16th thing, mid 19 teens, late teens. That becomes what we now think of as early jazz music and popular music that's derived from that. So not to say that this is necessarily jazz. I don't like to have that conversation. It goes on forever and we never get anywhere. Let's talk about lesson 44 here. He's showing you how to really keep a strong right hand backbeat. So finally, the left-handed green gives it up and says you can accent the backbeat, the afterbeat, with the right hand. So he writes a roll, but you'll notice it goes left to right. So the roll, the quarter note roll, is not, but probably a triplet. To start out here, we're going to put an accent with the right hand, and at the very end of the lesson, he says, don't accent too hard. A slight accent is sufficient. He doesn't say that at the beginning, so after you wreck yourself and you get to the end, then he says, hey, take it easy. But let's try this. So I'll keep my hammers low this time. And really get a snap, a little bit of a snap. Ooh, not too much of a snap. Not a whap. We're not doing that. So then 1A, he gives us a variation on that line. The chord progression, 1, dominant 2, dominant 5, back to 1. So 1A, 1, 2, 3. 1B, no accent on the triplet. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then when I was talking about trusting us, he says apply all these rhythms. Okay, then he says fill in this figure over the chord. So now he is saying you know these chords. 1, 2, 5. You can now play D, G, C. Okay, and you keep filling in those figures. Etc., etc. That's really what this lesson is all about, is saying how do we take this harmony and make a backbeat rhythm, because it wouldn't be necessary to play this kind of figure if you had a rhythm guitar player or banjo or any rhythm, ching 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 ching. It's you would be doing the same thing. It would be canceling one another out. But if you're accompanying somebody else playing a melody, is a nice way to outline the C major harmony. D major, D7. Also, this is a great way to learn tunes, learn harmonic progressions. Is in the Log Cabin Blues episode, I talked about kind of outlining that way, and we can use rhythmic variations. to number 3. And he really is just giving you a good number of exercises to get the repetition of the sticking, the hammering down. Skip ahead here to number 4. We're in G. Which is nothing but that 1, 2 passing to 3. Remember Log Cabin Blues? And then finally, we're in F. F, where he gives us a nice little glimpse. I don't know if these are mistakes or if he means to do it. Where you get the left to right. So you'd have to play like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, something like that. A lot of fun with the backbeat in lesson 44. Apply these figures to different chords in different music, and you will have some xylophone material to play. Thank you very much. Enjoy the journey.